Good morning, everyone. This is Morning with Jesus for October the 22nd, 2015. And we invite you now to take some time for yourself. Take some time to connect with Spirit. And you may want to grab a pen and piece of paper and your own cup of coffee or glass of water or whatever it is you enjoy. And just sit back and relax and absorb the energy of Jesus as we go through this call. I am Barbara Amazing Grace Reynolds, and I am one of the hostess of the show. Our other hostess is DC Love, and I'm going to ask her to introduce herself to you now. Okay, DC, tell them about you.
Thank you, Barbara. Hi, everyone. This is DC. I was born with psychic and mediumship abilities. I'm a channeler, healer, and empath. I've communicated with my loved ones who have crossed over, as well as the angels and ascendant masters. Recently, I've even been connecting and channeling a few celebrities on the other side. I've been to heaven a few times. I've channeled healing messages from Jesus. I have a background in law enforcement. I've studied the martial arts. I'm a Reiki master in the Usui and Ziki methods of Reiki. I've recently become certified with the American Federation of Certified Psychics and Mediums. But I've hung up my 357 now, and love is my revolver. My purpose this time around is just to help people in a loving way. Love is what I am. Love is what I do. It's what I listen to. Everyone, this is DC Love. Barbara, are you still with us?
The host has joined the conference.
Hello, Barbara?
Okay, I don't know what happened, but for some reason I was removed from the call.
Goodness, well, I just got done introducing myself, and I think you should introduce yourself as well, please.
Okay, I am Barbara Amazing Grace Reynolds. I am a freedom and empowerment life coach. I use infinity healing to help people release their old beliefs and stand in their new power. I have been a channel, I guess it's called a conscious channel, for a number of years, and I really enjoy helping people to transform their lives. That's what really makes me happy, and it's what I really like to do. So that's why I do what I do, and this is part of my doing this. Okay, so we will now go to our first question. We'll now let DC read her message from Jesus that she got prior to this call. So, DC, why don't you start with the message?
Okay, thank you so much, Barbara. Our last session, the message was about love, and Jesus wants us to continue still speaking about the same subject. So in this part of the message, what I had gotten is, know that I am always with you, dear ones. I will never stop loving you. You are perfect children of God. If you seek me, you will find me. Please make room in your heart. Invite me in. Call upon me during difficult times and hopefully during joyous times as well. Take time each day to connect with me, and you will feel my loving presence. Dear ones, you are the world to me. Let love fill every fiber of your being. It is time to resonate with the feeling of love. As you move forward, You are attracting positive experiences and blessings that will come your way. You are aligning with love. And this will help you as well align with your life purpose and your soul mission. Take this time now to connect with me and connect with love, and you will experience a truly loving future. Love will help you manifest and create the life you desire. I ask at this time if you will take a few minutes and allow your heart to open wide and allow yourself to be completely filled with my divine love. Let love guide you. Love will bring blessings and opportunities and help you truly transform and give you the foundation that will help to lift your vibration higher. Love yourself first. Resonate with what you are wanting. Love will help you to receive all the abundant blessings that will overflow into every aspect of your life, and you will have the energy needed to manifest your dreams. Please, at this time, close your eyes and slowly breathe in that beautiful love. And as you breathe out, allow that beautiful love to surround you. It will not only surround you, it will uplift you, it will protect you, and it will bring you into that beautiful, positive experience. And remember, dear ones, there is no limit to what love can do or where love can go. Please begin today and let love be your guide. Barbara, that was my message.
Thank you, DC. I'm sitting here just breathing in the love. It felt so good. Okay, now we will go to our question, and we have a question from Annette. And her question is, what message from Jesus do you have for me that needs to be heard that will help me in my journey in order for me to have true happiness again and being accepted for who I am, as I carry a lot of unhappiness and anger within and can't seem to break the feeling because even my immediate family treats me like I don't matter to them. Okay, DC, do you have an answer for Annette?
I actually do, and I want to say that I sat and just, listened to Annette's question, and I could feel everything that, she was feeling as she was writing her question. And Jesus came in, and the response that I got to Annette's question, dear one, you are a perfect child of God. Try to see yourself and everyone else through the eyes of unconditional love. Remember, the most important relationship you have is with yourself. Always try to think positively, as this is essential to healing your relationship and to bring about harmony and happiness. Please know you cannot control others or force things to happen. When we let go and go with the flow, things happen more easily. The situation you are speaking of is an emotional one that can be healed as well as being understood. Surround the situation with beautiful white light. Allow yourself to feel the joy that comes when you're no longer holding on to a feeling that you have had stored within for much too long a period of time. Dear one, release these feelings and allow myself and the angels to come in and help you to forgive everyone involved, including yourself. Allow peace to fill every fiber of your being and feel the calm that embraces you. It is time to release the heavy burden you have been carrying. Please, dear one, place your burden in the hands of the angels. Close your eyes and envision the angels placing your cares in a beautiful golden box and carrying them off to heaven. When they arrive, I take the box and thank the angels for assisting us today. Hold on to love and all that you have learned. Everything else you must now leave behind, knowing that there will be a divine solution coming to you. It is now in heaven's hands. You are no longer carrying that heavy burden that has been weighing you down. My dear Annette, every situation that you have been in is either an opportunity to learn or a blessing. Please reflect at this time and notice any patterns that you may be repeating from your past. Any negative pattern you recall will immediately be replaced with peace as soon as you are willing to forgive those involved. If you were to look up to heaven as we are speaking, you would notice dark clouds that are clearing away and the beautiful sun is shining through. As you look up, you see the beautiful rays of sunshine brilliantly shining upon you. This is a reminder that you are as radiant as a ray of sunshine. I ask you at this time to shine your light for the world to see and become fully visible. My dearest Annette, please remember, each circumstance is a gift, and in each experience there is a hidden treasure. You are loved, Jesus.
Wonderful. Okay, and I will now give the answer that I am getting for Annette. My beloved, we want you to understand several different things now. We want you to understand, first of all, that these messages that you are receiving are permeated with love, and that love is the most powerful force in existence. And this love is helping you to release and clear as you are listening to these messages. So allow this love to do its work. That is the whole purpose of these calls, so that each of you can release those old beliefs, release the stories that you have been telling yourself for so long. You see, it's not that no one else loves and values you. It's that you don't love and value yourself. You don't come from that unconditional love when you look at you. You keep seeing everything that's wrong, everything that you've ever done that someone told you was wrong. You keep seeing your own shame, your own moments when you doubted your own decisions. And all of this has accumulated throughout your life. But that still doesn't make it something that you need to hang on to. It's just a story. Just like when you read a story to a small child. You know it's just a story. You don't take it as your truth. But when you create these stories in your life, you take them as your truth. And they are not true. You are a beloved child of God. And God's love for you has never ended, nor will it, because you deserve it. You are good enough. You are worthy. You have value. You always have. And you always will. So breathe in that love and allow yourself to just let go. This is a time when you are moving forward in your life. This is why you are asking this question. You are ready for more, and the more is ready for you. So accept the love that we give you and allow yourself to love you. And you will know when you have finally achieved that goal of completely and totally loving yourself. Because then when you look at yourself and you ask, what's wrong with me? The answer will be nothing. I am absolutely perfect, just as I am. And I am becoming more and more and more. And we know that this day will come soon. So don't ever give up on yourself. You are loved. You are loved. And you are worth it. Be well, my beloved.
Beautiful, Barbara.
Okay, now I've got energy just running through me.
Yes, please.
All right, so that was the only question we had for today. DC, did you have a question that you wanted to ask? No pressure.
Oh my goodness, not off the top of my head, but maybe we could just, continue on a little bit, Barbara. Maybe explain to people listening, when we, we're in fear, and we don't give, all these problems and issues to God, it's our ego that's holding on and saying, you are protected. But in actuality, our ego is holding us back. And all we have to do is really give the circumstances to God, to Jesus, and, and then know that it will be taken care of. Because, if we're not coming from a place of love, we're coming from a place of fear. And we do, all of us can be loved, we can be protected, and we don't have to worry, and when we reconnect with Jesus, everything is going to be completely fine.
That is one of the things that our brains are programmed to do, is to find ways to protect ourselves. And the reality is that we don't really need to find ways to protect ourselves. Our brains just take in the information that we gain every day of our lives, and it processes that information and decides what's our next best step based on everything that's happened to us in this lifetime. One of the reasons why we are often encouraged to come from our hearts instead of our brains, because our hearts hold all of the information that has ever happened throughout time, throughout every place in existence. And when you are coming from that information, your inspired next steps are so much more impactful, and it's just a whole different level of living. So that's why guidance so often encourages us to get out of our brains and into our hearts, because our hearts do hold that deeper wisdom. They do hold the true answers that are going to bring us back to that love, bring us back to that life that we actually desire to have. So getting out of our brains is, part of the fun of this whole living adventure. And we don't have to stay in our heads. We can come from our heart first and allow our head to follow our heart. And that changes your whole way of living. And that's part of letting go and allowing God, because that heart wisdom is coming to you from God. And that's what they wanted me to say.
And now, as we're speaking, I actually see the angels. They're holding these beautiful hearts, and Jesus is sending them back down to give these hearts to Annette. And the hearts have little wings on them. And they're just going to be symbols to help her realize that we have to look for the love within each person. And she's going to have healing, more than she could have ever imagined. And she's just asked to please focus just on love and love alone.
Good. And I hope that she allows herself to let go of the story.
Yes.
Because
Sometimes
it is a fairy tale. Yeah.
Right, and get a new story, correct?
Well, if you want to have a story, you can have one, or you can just live in the moment, and then you don't actually, because you're just living.
Oh, definitely. And I sometimes feel like people, they hold on to the past, and they keep telling, that old story too, And
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, that I'm getting, what? There's something beautiful that you should be talking about yourself, about now. What you're talking about is so old. Everybody's heard it. And, it's sort of like watching a movie over and over. Sometimes we want to look for something new. And I just know that Annette is resonating with this beautiful new energy. She's doing new things. And I think it's time for her to really connect with, the beautiful new experiences that are happening to her and, speak of those.
Yes, because what we focus on is what we give our energy to, and it's what we allow to grow in our lives. And so if you're focusing on that old story about how this is wrong or that is wrong or you are wrong, then you are just creating more and more of that energy in your life. When you are focusing on your gratitude for what you have, even if the only thing you can think to be grateful for is the fact that there's, grass in the yard or whatever, that's fine. Focus on that. Let that start being your new energy and be thankful for that and ask for more of that feeling of gratitude, more of that joy of life. And you will find more and more of that coming into your life because that is what you are focusing on.
That's beautiful.
Well, I get that we are ready for our closing message. They're saying yes, Annette has got all this stuff now to process. So, and Annette, they want you to make sure that you drink lots of water because this is going to help things flow within you. And if you feel guided to, start a journal and write this stuff down and let yourself get this new wisdom coming in because they really are there for you. You are surrounded by all these beautiful angelic beings who are so loving of you. I can't even put it into words, everything that they're showing me. Okay. So I am now going to allow Jesus to give the closing message that he wants for this call. And he wants everyone to know that this love is for everyone. So even though the message today was for Annette, you can still feel that energy of love. All right, so here's the message. My beloveds, everything we do, even though it seems to be for one particular person, we want you to know that it's not, because we don't see any difference between any of you. The love that is there for everyone who wants to claim it. This is not an exclusive club that you belong to. You didn't have to have a special badge in order to get in. This is life. And life is filled with joy and abundance and love and bliss and happiness, if that is what you choose to experience. And we know that some of you seem to lead lives that are just miserable, that you are desperate and lonely and afraid. This is the story that you are living. It's not actually the truth. You can live all of the beautiful things in life. There's nothing standing in your way except for your own story. And we know that when we say things like this, you have a hard time believing it because you can look at the people in your life and say, well, this person is always doing this and that person is always doing that. And nothing is ever changing because these people are not changing. Nothing is ever changing because you are not changing. It's not those people. And you will find that when you start to allow changes within yourself, you will see changes in those people. They will treat you differently because you will be different. So it all starts with you. Do not ever make it about them. It's you. When you open up to the love within you, when you allow your light to shine, when you allow yourself to be loved and valued, everything else changes because it has to, because you have changed. So the love that you are looking for is already within you. Stop looking out there and start looking inside of you. That's where it truly begins. So take some time today and just allow yourself to be loved. Okay. Ooh. Well, that's it for today, unless you have anything else you need to say, DC.
I just want to tell everyone that I love them and just have a beautiful day.
Yes. And we will be back next Tuesday. So we hope to talk with you all then and have an amazing week. And don't forget, you are loved. Well, goodbye, everybody, and thank you for listening.
Goodbye. Light and love.